Okay, hello everybody and welcome back to Hellion. First, to get it out of the way, I would really love to apologize for yesterday's streams. I did not realize that my settings on my streaming program were changed for some reason, changed by themselves, and well, I was not able to properly stream, but I think I've managed to fix that. Well, it looks like I've managed to fix it. So that out of the way, I actually wanted to upload a video afterwards with the normal footage with my recorded footage on my hard drive, but YouTube for some reason kept giving me errors and the upload never finished off. So I really apologize for that. I don't know if I'm able to do anything else with that. Unfortunate, but let's just leave that behind and let's continue on with Hellion here. So unless everybody stole something, I should be the way I've left everything yesterday. Well, what I did yesterday, I've realized after like half an hour that I didn't shut down my reactor, my generator that generates power, so if I had to just come back over here and just shut that off so that it doesn't eat all my power out. So now we need to get through a very usual routine of fixing things and modules that you get in Hellion. You can after a while get ready to kind of get used to it. It's something you don't need to do it always, but it's good to do it every single time you log in, because you don't want to risk it and just find yourself in a debris field and start losing oxygen just because you were a little bit lazy and didn't fix all the things that you were supposed to at the start before you went somewhere. So to get on with this, after this I'm thinking of going with pure exploration, so just dragging around this base, all those 3 modules that I don't need the 3 of them. I might eventually ditch that CQM because it's other than the storage, and maybe use it also for a cryopod, but I don't have to use it as a cryopod, so it's not very necessary for me, and I could, rather than that, just take with me the 2 modules, the airlock module and the outpost module, and everything should be probably fine. Well, we'll see. I'll decide on the way. I'll decide later on. So I noticed there was somebody that watched the yesterday's stream, even though how terrible it was, and that encouraged me to actually get into this and do another stream. If I'm gonna see some people at least watching it and this thing will actually stream properly the way I want it to stream, then I will keep on streaming, possibly do some different videos. Maybe if somebody will want to, I'll do a tutorial or some more tutorials, or maybe if people, maybe if you guys don't want me to do streaming, maybe just to try get more into only edited videos. You think that it's a bit too boring, me just running around and managing everything and doing all this stuff, watching all this time, watching all these long hours of pretty slow gameplay. Well, this is a slow game. If you really want to play this, then you really need a lot of time for this game, because this is a slow game and also a kind of a game that you don't want to play occasionally. Like, you're just gonna come in once a week or every 2 weeks and just play for a little while, like a half an hour, and then you're just going away and you're fine. Well, you're not gonna be very fine. That's what kind of I've been doing recently. I've been just playing these for like few weeks, like nearly every day or every second day, and then I've just left it and let it be for a while and then come back to it. So let's go to the refinery, because that's what I wanted to change, sort out. I want to turn on my solar panel, because I think I've shut that one. No, I did not shut that one. No, okay. I've left that panel open, that's okay. So I want to manage these guys here a little bit, because this cell is, how much is this cell? 28%, so it does not really matter to me anymore, because that cell is roughly, what, 1%? Why is that 1%? I don't like that. Okay, let's just, I just want to I kind of used to using the worst cells, the least with the least percentage cells, just so that is out of the way as quick as I can, to get that away and keep the higher percentage tails, like higher percentage cells. Oh my god, I need to learn to talk. I like to keep the fuller cells, like that's not even a word. Oh my god. The cells that are more full, I like to keep them. If I need them for a longer travels, they're more useful in that way. For these shorter travels, you can always use the cells with less fuel in them. Okay, again we're gonna be playing and messing around with the debris fields, and none of these are accessible properly. Let's scan. What can we actually catch here? I might take a look into one of these refineries, because actually I did take a look into the one last time, but I'll go into one again just for the sake of the fun. 3, why is that? Too many docked vessels. Why? Why do I have too many docked vessels when there's only, oh my god, that's why. Okay. Whoever plays Hellion is gonna just scream at me now. You have your freaking airlock docked. How do you expect to warp? Yep. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Let's start thinking it. Let's start to think a little bit. Actually, I don't want to do that. I want to close these other doors too, just in case, because these doors are really glitchy. Well, not really. Sometimes they are glitchy. And that would mean I would lose all the air, so I'll lose a little bit less air if something goes wrong. Yeah, you can't really warp when you're docked with your ship into your airlock module. You have to have everything grappled. So you can warp with three modules, but they have to be grappled. They can't be docked with this airlock module that is over here. Why am I going here? They have to be grappled from the end of the ship, from the rear of that ship. So that is, I don't know, it partially makes sense, but it kind of makes the thing to be a little bit more unnecessary. Like, I don't know, sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it is really just painful to have it like that, and it just gives you extra work that you have to get through. Alright, airlock and grapple, give me that airlock module here. Oh god, this thing moves bad. Okay. So let's just grab quickly this module. Well, module, my station. And let's just stop going away from it. That might be useful. Whoa! Okay. That looks like a desync issue. Okay. Very nice desync, I had to admit. That is what a lot of times happen. you can just the thing will just start jumping around just like this. It just means that whatever's going on in your computer is not synchronized with the server, and that is usually done because of either a bad connection or that the server is overcrowded and the server is not able to handle all that many players. But in my oh my god, I can't even talk. Like for me now, it's just because I have a fairly slow internet. Well, it's not very slow, but it's not really fast, and streaming and trying to play an online game which is pretty heavy on resources with this, it really gives a big challenge to my internet. So yeah, that's the reason why my stream was so bad yesterday. Of course, because I didn't check my settings properly and I was streaming in a much higher quality than I was able to stream. Well, what can you do? So let's finally get to that goddamn station. Is anyone actually here? Because the way I've got things laid out, yeah, it seems that somebody is here. Hello! Even though you're not typing in a chat, and that's perfectly okay. As long as you're watching and it's entertaining enough, my ranting is entertaining enough for you, then good, I like it. So, speed too low, still speed too low. Oh my god, I hate this thing. Speed too low. Can you really put it up a little bit? I wish they would make some sort of a auto setting in this. Well, it gives the game a little bit of challenge, but kind of kind of simplify it a little bit so it doesn't take ages sometimes to just get your maneuver set up, and especially if the communication with the server is not good, you are not capable to align in time, of course. Yeah, just like now. Perfect. I love that. Actually, I don't really like that lag now. That is really out of sync for some reason. So I'm not sure how well this will work. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Come on, speed's too low, I know. FTL ready. Come on, come on. Good. Try not to waste warp cells again, because I don't have a lot of them, and if I'll find some on this station, I'll be more than happy, because that will mean I will be able to get to a military zone where I can find at least a singularity cell detonator tier 1, which will help me to reduce the amount of fuel out of cells I'm draining with these warps. So that's my plan after this station, to try to visit the military zone. I'm not gonna go into the military station because there are turrets in there and those things will kill me. I've tried that several times. I did manage to kill some of them, especially on this military post, but it's really easy to get just carried away and not notice another turret from somewhere, or a glitch just kills you, because sometimes the turrets are able to kill you through the wall or doors, so you can get really easily carried away and suddenly you just die, and well, you have to start over again. Well, not start over again, if you have your spawn point set properly, and you just need to have a lot of spare suits to just use up. Okay, another terribly long warp jump. Oh my god, I really need that SSD. I really need that thing. Let's take a look down here. Did I need to Do I need to sort out something in here? Yeah, I was actually grabbing these resources. I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna be keeping these. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be keeping all the canisters, because usually you would want to keep all of them, well, most of them, as much as you can, because you can recycle them and use them to make other parts. Especially these canisters are a lot of the times good for getting singularity cell detonators, because a lot of the times you can just grab the ones that, hold on, what does, not the singularity cells, I mean the warp cells that you can craft, and you can, what was it, I'm not sure if it's hydrogen or helium-3 that gives you the warp cells, but you get all the different parts that you get from these containers, and some either hydrogen or helium-3, and you can make yourself a full warp cell, which is always useful, mainly if you're trying to travel to long distances, like to another planet. That's something I didn't show up yet, because I'm currently just flying around well, at the start you're gonna be just flying around one planet, the Bethir, this purple giant, and we are out of warp. That is very nice. You're gonna be just flying mostly around this one planet, and kind of exploring these orbits all around the stuff, trying to get some stuff out of the stations, trying to get some mining done, and oh my god, again the warp maneuver did not work properly. Yeah, this is a bug that happens sometimes. You don't always end up exactly at the point that you're trying to get to, and it will just warp you to a point slightly away. So that means then that you have to do another warp. That's weird. Okay, let's just change those warp cells straight off. So it's this one and this one, and grab this here, throw that up. Okay, I hope I'll find more warp cells at this station. Well, no, I hope I won't find anybody on this station that I'm trying to get to, and that I will be able to just get some more warp cells, and then I'll be going to the military zone, trying to show you up some other stuff in there. Here, there's nothing really a lot that I can show you, and what I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna just drop these down, because I still don't know, haven't decided whether I'm going to do something in order, if I'm gonna swap up my CQM for a fabricator module, or I'm gonna keep the CQM. I don't know that, but it seems like a pretty reasonable thing to do, to keep the CQM, the outpost, to keep the outpost, the fabricator module. Oh my god, let's scan and let's get me to my ship. It seems like a pretty reasonable thing to do, to keep your outpost, find a fabricator module, and keep a airlock module. To keep those three modules and kind of travel around if you want to just purely explore the system, and you don't really want to do that, do the building part of the game, like you build the station. Of course, that is very interesting thing. I've been doing that multiple times. I've had different layouts of station. That is also a thing, also a good thing to do, but sometimes it's really difficult to do both, to try and explore the whole Hellion system and maintain your station, because you don't usually want to jump between planets every 1 or 2 days. If you get to a planet, you want to stay there for a couple of days and just explore everything that you can in there for as long as you want to or can, and then just go back. So the base kind of makes it, I don't know, like a pain, I would say. I don't know. Well, of course it takes more warp cells to jump around with free modules, but I'm not really afraid of that. I might do some cheating just to get a little bit more warp cells and be able to fly to the other planets. Of course, I'm just trying to entertain here, and it's just a game, so what wouldn't I do? This is really interesting. I'm not sure why, but my streaming time shows me I'm streaming 1 hour and 16 minutes already. I highly doubt that. I don't know what's wrong with that, if that's right or not, I don't know. I just noticed that. And we're here. And I'm not able to move for some reason. Okay, I'm completely desynchronized. That's fun. That is always fun. Yeah. The whole thing is not working properly. I am able to not move or just to jump with everything all around the place. That is fun. Yep. Okay. I'm kind of scared to do something here. Okay, I'll try to get out because I don't know. I did have this glitch in a long time ago, and it seems to be a glitch where the server thinks you're somewhere completely different. So what I want to try and do, I want to do a relog, and I just don't want to waste my suit. So I have to log out and log back in. You can usually sort out most of the issues by logging out and logging back in, but not all the issues. Oh, that's weird. Okay, you can sort out some of the issues when something does not work exactly you expected, or it doesn't work the way it's supposed to be, like not the way you expected. Because a lot of the times this game doesn't work the way you expect it to work, just because the way this game is made. But this seemed to be not the issue now. Okay, and I did this in a very wrong order. Oh, that's weird. What? Okay, why am I... Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's okay. That's a very heavy... I don't know if it's a lag or complete desync with the server. That's really weird. Well, let's continue. Hopefully, let's continue. If this is not gonna work, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might play another game, but that will mean I will have to change the name of the stream, and I'm not sure if that is possible. Oh yeah, right towards the sun. Okay, this is very glitchy. This is really choppy, like trying to just jumping around, and I don't know, it's weird. And I'm looking right straight towards the sun, so I can't see a garbage. And I don't have any information because the whole thing is just lagging so badly I can't see anything. Okay, that's weird. There's not too many people on the server, so it must be my issues with my internet. It's weird that it didn't do this thing yesterday. It was just... That's weird. Well, let's try it again here. Let's just give this a try and we'll see what will go on. If that sun would not be there, I would be so happy. Is this frozen or something? Is this not reacting to my commands, to anything? I'm pressing the forward and it's not doing anything. God damn, game, why are you not working? This is really... I'm not sure if this is my issue on my side or on the server side, because I didn't have these issues yesterday, even though the video was crap, but that was because I've set the settings. Well, not set, I didn't check the settings that were already set in my streaming program, and that was the problem. But the game ran okay yesterday, so I'm not sure what's the issue here. Okay, now I'm getting a feedback properly. Everything's moving the way it's supposed to be now, so... Okay. So it was probably something with the server, maybe. Now it's going away. Is it going away? I'm not sure. Well, what am I doing? Why am I going towards a ship? Never mind, I'll just check it out. Alright, so that's that ship that was here yesterday. Alright, okay. Why am I not checking out that thing? Okay. I was supposed to go to the automated fuel refinery, but I'm rather that I'm going to a stupid ship, which is definitely looted already. So I probably should not even waste time with it. Oh god, really? Okay, where's my refinery? Sorry guys, I did not realize I've got that ship selected there, and I've been going towards there just for nothing. Sorry, wasting your time to that one viewer that is patient enough to watch me here. Thank you very much again. Maybe you will learn something. Oh, come on, what's going on? Why am I still going away? This is not reacting. This is not working properly. I'm constantly pressing the button, but okay. I don't know why I have to constantly keep pressing the forwards button. I can't just push it like the W key. I have to constantly press it repetitively. I can't just push it and wait until my speed goes to what I want it to go. It just always kind of stops, and I have to keep pushing it. That's weird. I don't know, there might be some issues with the server. I don't know. Oh, come on. Okay, so I was talking about me going to do explorations of different stations and stuff like that. I'll be going to other planets. I'm not sure if I'll manage to get to another planet in this stream. I might just manage to gather some more resources and get through all the stations that are around Burner. Not Burner, around Bethier. And I'm gonna overshoot it because this thing is not working properly. Okay, that's fun. That is fun. Very fun. So I'm planning to do exploration, but if you would be interested in me doing something completely different, then let me know, of course. I'm open to different ideas. Whatever whatever anyone is interested in, I can try my best and try to get it done. Maybe later on killing some turrets, if that's what interests you. Like trying to kill the turrets, of course it's a pain in the ass and you have to really plan it out. You can kill them, but you have to plan it out very well and grab a number of spare suits, because there's no way you can kill the turrets on first try. You will die at least once, unless you are actually you've already done it and you already know exactly what you're doing. This is not a CS:GO or some other of these games, because you don't get frames in these games. Even if you have a monster machine with like Titan V or something like that, and you're just having the best machine you can, but you won't get the frames like in the CS:GO here. You will get very low frames, so actually shooting something like a turret, small target, is very difficult. It's more probable that the turret will kill you than you will kill the turret, unless you plan it out very well. So a lot of the time it's the distance. You can use the distance from which you can kill the turret. That's with the sniper rifles, and the turret won't actually detect you. It will just sit there and do nothing while you actually kill it. Or, well, trying to be sneaky and try to find out the corners in the base where the turret won't recognize you, so that you can kill it. But that's about all that you can do most of the time. Well, you can be quick, but not a lot of the times. Usually it's not that way. Okay. I'm not gonna grab a lot of resources. I'm gonna grab mainly... What am I? Okay, I'm empty on these guys. I'm gonna dump some of these things, just use them up, and that's it. Oh, that's something I should get rid of, because I'm gonna find more ammunition. That's something I should have already done before. Oh, not this glitch again. See guys, this is an annoying glitch. The things show up always in your inventory, even though you put them out of your inventory. So you don't know if they're out or in. See, like I've put out both of these ammunition things, and they are still appearing here, and when I try to grab it, it will just disappear from there and I will grab it into my hand. You can pretty much do that from outside of your ship or base, and it will do the very exact thing. Relog sorts the issue, and I haven't tried picking up stuff while this issue is going on. I might try it now. I might see what's gonna happen. But that is kind of an annoying thing, what happens when you take your suit off and you put it back on. Or mainly when you put a suit on with some stuff already inside. That is what happens. Again, the jetpack is not on because the automatic turn on jetpack does not work in there. That's perfect. Okay. Let's just take a look for some warp cells. Well, mainly warp cells. Something useful. Something that we can carry and just go for a move on. We won't be jumping up and down, trying to gather the resources like yesterday, because well, that's not worth it. Okay. There is usually there can be a turret in here, but you would already see it through this window spinning around here. so if you don't see it, then it's not here. It's pretty high up and you can see it, so if you don't see it through the window, you're practically fine. Everything's alright and you'll be safe. Okay. I'm looking for mainly these guys. Exactly. This. Okay, some ammo. That's always useful. I wonder where did that put it? Okay, that put it into the other slots. Does that gonna mean that I'm not gonna be able to grab any more ammunition? I don't know. I haven't tried it. I'll try it in a second. Nitro, don't need that. Nitro, don't need that. I'll grab just the raw resource, not raw, just the refined resources for now. Because I've got some of the raw, even though it would be useful to grab the other resources. Can't be bothered really going up and down and up and down. Oh, I'll grab that. I need that thing. That is it. Oh, another one. Oh, thank you very much. I like that. Servo motors. Let's reduce our power consumption, because that's what we need to do. Okay, another warp cell. Oh, there was someone new in here. Some newbie trying to grab the air filters from here. Like, see these wee parts over here, like in these stations that you can always see. You can't grab them. You can never grab them for some, well, for a reason that devs put in. Okay, I can't grab this. That's a shame. That is terrible. And I hate the game for that. Well, I hate that glitch for this. Okay, these are raw resources. Is there anything useful? Gonna be nitrate minerals, but not a lot of them. I'm not gonna grab a huge amount because by the end of this stream I want to get to the Everest station, and that has a lot more resources, like a lot more also refined and raw resources, but inside of these canisters. Like, these are practically just 29%, so there's not huge amount. Usually in the, how do you call it, at the Everest station, these canisters are about 50-60ish% full, so they do have quite a fair amount of capacity in there. Okay, I want to grab a number of stim packs here. Got some oxygen here. I could use that up. Oh, grab it, and I could just throw it away. Yeah, that's a pretty useful thing to do. Am I gonna grab these? I'll grab that stim pack, definitely. Wait, what? Oh, come on! Oh my god. Okay, I'll have to try and relog. I'll have to try my luck here. I have to try the luck here. I have to relog again. Because all of the things with the space is just not working properly. Oh, try again later. Are you kidding me? What? That's weird. That's not making any sense. Like, why? What's going on? The server's glitchy, I see, a little bit. Well, quite a big bit, not just a little bit. Okay, I have that in my thing. Good. I'll be grabbing these guys. I hope I'll have enough space to store these. Okay. What unnecessary resources I have here? Nitro. No, thank you. Oh, what the hell? Oh my, that was a lag. What the hell? That's lagging. Is somebody here? That was lagging really heavily. I don't know what went wrong. Can you let this go? I don't want nitro. Hydrogen, useful. Oxygen, useful. Nitro, useless. Well, not useless, but don't need it now. I can manage those resources. These are a little bit more important for me. What's that? Hydrogen. Do we not have nitrogen here? I would need more nitrogen. What's that? Hydrogen. Only hydrogen and hydrogen. Okay. I'm not gonna bitch about the hydrogen. It's good enough. Grab the. Oh wait. Wait. I forgot to check out some other spots where a warp cell or two occasionally appears, so that's my bad. I've nearly missed that. Okay, there's not one. Oh, there's a part here. Another servo motor. Oh, I'm happy about that. I was kind of just going. Oh yeah, here it is. I was kind of just going straight in to take a look at the other stuff inside of the station, and I really forgot about the warp cells being there. Okay. It would be pretty sensible to just get as much as I could from here. But for the sake of the time, I'm not gonna do that. Just to keep this completely away. Oh, make sure this is not gonna be totally boring. And that's actually what I'm gonna try to do as much as I can. I'm not gonna grab everything I can. I'm gonna actually implement a rule here. At every station, just grab one load of everything that I can carry. Or maybe two, if it's gonna be too good. If it's gonna be too good, then maybe 2 loads, max 2 loads, if it's way too good to be true. Or if it's the case that I will need, I'll just leave this here. If it's gonna be the case that I will really need these resources because for somewhat dumb reason I've lost them, then I will just probably do that too. So let's back away from the station. Of course, when you want to warp, you want to back away from your station, mainly because you want to avoid any chance of your course actually intersecting the station and of course killing yourself, because if you try to warp through anything you will kill yourself, that's for sure. Let's scan it here if there's nothing useful here. If I might find a fabricator module, I might just go ahead and grab that, because I did. Oh, there's another ship here. Perfect. And this lazy crappy scanner is not capable of scanning anything else other than the ship. Okay, screw that, we're leaving these orbits here. I'm not gonna go to the burner because at this station you can find nearly everything similar to what you can find around these stations, around Bethir exactly, with only one exceptions. You can sometimes find there one singularity cell detonator that could help you, but this here orbital time and the debris around this orbit I found out to be terrible, because a lot of the time, like in this position, if the station is at this position, sometimes the debris just decides to start happening, or when it shouldn't happen. I don't know how that debris is set around this moon, so a lot of the time you will find yourself in a debris field, in a strong debris field, when you shouldn't be in it. So it's kind of annoying, so I'll rather avoid that station. If somebody will want me to go there, of course. If you want me to go there, then just type it in the chat. I'll go there, but for now I will just go zoom out and I'll just go to the military post, which is over here. Broken marble. Well, not military post. I'm not going to do military post because I will end up dying. I'll go around it into the orbit around of broken marble to find some derelicts with some better warp cells and also singularity cell detonators. Well, I'm gonna put my orbit up high because I'm coming over from up high here, and I want to avoid any possibility again of the two parts intersecting. I am repeating myself, and I will actually stop doing that, because that is really, I'm pretty sure, annoying. Okay, I'm not gonna have enough warp fuel. Perfect. Let's pull up the warp time. Let's get out of here. I've grabbed some more cells, so I can just take one out of my pocket. Like one in here. 20 and a 26. Is there any bigger one? 24, 27. I'll throw a 27 here because that's going to take a lot of warp fuel. So still that one patient person that's watching there. Very good. Okay. Navigation. Get into warp. Let's grab all the warp cells. I'm not sure if I should repeat what I've been saying yesterday about setting up the warp time here. Eventually, when you get into it, it is really simple. It's just kind of sometimes annoying when it doesn't work exactly the way you want it, but it's more or less simple once you get into it, and you can just set up a warp maneuver within like a minute, usually a minute, more than a minute. The countdown gives you more than a minute, and when you just, well, it gives you like, I think, minute and a half or something. No, not a minute and a half. It gives you like 2 minutes usually on that startup, like the activation point. Oh my god, this is not gonna be, well, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. I don't have to be perfectly aligned because I'm going into a custom orbit, and that's gonna be just my lookout orbit. All this orbit is going to serve me is to get over here and scan and see what derelicts are there around and what places I can go to. Hope and find some useful stuff. Obviously there are other players playing here, so I might get into places like that will be just I might get into derelicts that have been already looted, and I might not even find anything there. Sometimes you can find few things. Usually when you can find only a very small amount of things that are very common, then that means somebody was already there. So you are coming kind of late to grab all the good stuff. But you don't have to be really worried about all of that, because the derelicts do respawn, and the fact that you might have got into a derelict that has been already looted, then that doesn't mean there's not gonna be anything at that particular derelict like in an hour time or half an hour time. I don't know what is the respawn time of these derelicts, but the resources on these derelicts do respawn at certain times, so you don't really need to worry about like, oh yeah, those derelicts, or you get into some place like I would come to one derelict in around Broken Marble, and I would see like, oh, this derelict is already looted, there's nothing gonna be around anywhere in here. No, that doesn't apply, because somebody might have looted that derelict like just a while ago, like a half an hour ago, but they didn't loot all the derelicts, just some of them. And why did I keep these things with me? Only some of the derelicts, and some they might have kept intact, or even if they did loot some of the other derelicts, then I'm just gonna dump these things here. I don't care anymore. Why am I keeping these things? Wait a little second. Okay, this thing gives me 6 and 6 of each, and this thing gives me, it doesn't show me. One gives me about 4 and 6 or something, but one gives me only 2 and 8 or something like that. I don't know. Okay, let's just keep them all here like that. I don't care. So yes, about the derelicts, you don't have to be worried that you're not gonna find anything. If you don't find anything at one derelict, you will find something on the next one. You just need to kind of try out and see. Well, sometimes when you're just running very low on resources, it can be very annoying that you just come to a derelict with very little amount of fuel in your warp cell and you're just like, great, it's being already looted, I don't have anything to grab here, super duper. Especially if you're looking for warp cells and you don't seem to find any. Okay, how long do we have till the end of the warp time? Oh, whoa, that's weird. I don't like that. We're going through a debris field, and I hate that, because you always get damage. Oh, that is heavy. Heavy debris field. So that means we're just arriving here. We're getting closer. Oh, that's a weird way you're making the orbit coming around from here and just kind of coming in. Really weird, whatever. It's your choice, warp system, I don't care. Okay, there's nobody in here. Why am I in a debris field? Tell me somebody, please. Come on. I don't like that. Well, it should be just very light debris field. I usually trust relatively these parts, so even if you manage to hit the debris field on your orbit around like this, it is usually going to be just very light and it will do very little damage. As you can see already, the debris has stopped, so it means I'm out of the reach of that debris field. So usually this is kind of reliable. It's not like around burner that you're actually going to get obliterated. Right, first thing is first, is there any Fabi in here? A fabricator module, because that might help us. And okay, there's no Fabi, only CM, which I'm not gonna set up at the time. I might set it up later on somewhere else. I don't know, I'll see what will go on. So I want to go to a relatively safe spot from debris field, but also a spot that will have a lot of derelicts. But usually the spots with a lot of derelicts are crossing the debris field. This one is actually not that bad. This one has 2 derelicts, 1 CTM, 1 CIM. You can also sometimes find 1 or 2 parts in those modules too. So it might not be a bad idea to take a look straight in there. Oh, there's this one here, but that one, by the time I'll get in there, yeah, I'll get into a debris field. This one seems more safe, so I'll go for this one. And just, oh, I'm out of warp cells. Happy days. This is why I headed straight to Broken Marble and avoided the life support station, around Burnham, because at Burnham you can occasionally find singularity cell detonators, SSDs, but in here you can always find at least 1 or some. It's like not necessary. Well, you can usually, like a lot of the times, you will find a singularity cell detonator here. Actually, I should just empty out everything here. Am I dumb? Am I a dummy? A stupid dummy? Yeah, I am. I am a stupid dummy. I'm just gonna carry around all these warp cells because I'm stupid. Okay, these are 0, 0, 0, 17. Fill that in. Perfect. That is filled up. These are empty. I should throw them out. I actually should throw these things out too, because I'm gonna find, well, if nobody looted these parts, so I'm gonna find some of these things. If I'm not, I will leave only 1 spare oxygen tank with me. Yeah, well, let's throw, okay, which one's the, okay, this one's more full, or how do I love to say it, fuller, because you're just fuller. I can grab that baby here because for some odd reason. Oh yeah, I really need to get rid of these electronics parts too. Oh, I started to put them down there. That's good. Good. Okay. I'll throw them here. These things are important because from things like these canisters or empty warp cells and other stuff like suits and things like that, you can recycle these, but all you will always get is what are these? Alloys and carbons. That's what you get. You won't get circuits. Circuits you always get from fried electronics, or oh, we have a glitch. Okay, that froze for a little second there. Okay, circuits you can get from only from these fried circuits or fried electronics, or you can get them from, how do you call them? Burnt PDUs, or burnt PDUs are the best source of fried electronics for not fried electronics, for circuits, because you really get a lot. Burnt PDU gives you, I think, 4 electronics. A single part gives you 4 electronic circuits, so you get a lot from recycling that. And the thing I'm doing now is just I'm throwing in here a servo motor because I've realized that my oxygen must be quite my air quality must be going down. Well, it is usually good within, I think it is about above 20%. It is still okay, but I don't want to risk that, and especially I don't want to risk it that I'm gonna get into some pretty interesting situation where I don't have time. Why didn't I get rid of this? Come on. I don't want to get into a risky situation when I don't have time to think about things like this, like the air quality, and I just want to turn it on for now, so that all that stuff is going to be all good. Because it usually can punish you really easily, especially when you start losing oxygen, losing air, because when you have 100% air quality, it is at around if you are above 20% air quality, you should be okay within 0. I think, I'm not sure if it's 0.4 or 0.3 bars. You're usually okay with that amount of air, but the problem becomes when you have a lower air quality. You can start suffocating and dying because with a lower air quality, also the dangerous amount of air is kind of going higher and higher. So if you have a very bad air quality, it can be dangerous to be at 0.8 or even 0.9 bars of the air. So you want to kind of keep an eye on it. It doesn't have to run always. See, like, it's good that the air filters are good and fast, especially if you're playing alone. Then they are fast enough to get all the air sorted, and just for yourself, in just a matter of like about 20 minutes, I think. I've never measured it. Maybe it's 20, maybe half an hour, maybe maybe quicker. Like, it depends on how bad your air is also. But they can manage to put your air quality. Oh, come on! They do manage to put your air quality pretty fast up. So I should be paying attention to this now, because I'm trying to talk and I'm not able to set this up correctly fast enough and get everything done when I'm trying to talk. So what happened now was just I didn't press the J key in order to activate the maneuver, and I didn't press the J key soon enough and the maneuver was just cancelled because the time ran out. You have to press that key. That's also annoying. Yeah, whatever. So I was talking about the air. The air is how should I say it? It can be very tricky to maintain, mainly that air quality when you're trying to save power. What I'm actually gonna do now, I'm actually gonna keep it on pretty much for the most part, but when you're at the start, you don't want to keep it on because the air generator, not the air generator, the air filter takes a lot of your power, and when you're trying to run your base, your ship, your FTL, and also your air filters, a lot of the times, if you don't have fuel in your how do you call it, in your power generator, you might not get enough power. And also because you're drawing more power into the air filters, you're getting less power into your capacitors, and those charge up much slower then, and it means you need more time for the capacitor to charge up and more time for you to be able to warp again after each warp. So it can sometimes punish you. So that's why I don't like to keep the air filter on always. I don't want to keep the air filter constantly on while I don't have any way to reduce the power of that air filter, which is of course by a servo motor. So I did manage to get pretty close, I have to admit that, to these things. Also, another glitch I've managed to notice, it seems like it's not always, but sometimes you can only match velocity with your very first contact on your contact list when you warp somewhere. If there is more than one contact list, like in this particular case, you can sometimes not match the velocity, like the match speed. It doesn't give you that option for some reason, unless it's the first contact, unless it's the first item on your contact list. See, like now it is possible, but what is the closest other closest one is 52 meters away from me CTM, and as you can see, if I choose the CTM, that is only 50 meters, and I do have confirmed, and I did try, you can match velocity for roughly 150 meters. So it's not too far away, but because it's not a first item on your list, you can't match velocity with it for some reason. So we always have to try to go to that first. Oh my god, I've pressed the wrong button. I've pressed the return key, not the M key. You just can't match velocity with some other objects, only the first object. And the mistake, of course, I did there, I've pressed the return key rather than pressing the M key to match velocity, and the return key turns on your engine, and the engine is a crap load of power. I think it's 1.2k per second, if I remember correctly. So you want to use the engine only when you really need to, and the only time you need to use your engine is when you don't have enough time and you're like 50 kilometers from the place you're trying to get to. Then that is kind of a reasonable way to use the engines. Otherwise, don't really use them. I've tried. You can use the engines to change the orbit of a... Oh, is that the circuits? Oh, fried electronics, exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah, you can change the orbit of your station. Like if you have your build-up stations, like a lot of modules, you can still kind of maneuver with it. And also you can use your engine to slightly modify the orbit of that. But I'd say it's it's pretty dangerous, and you really have to know what you're doing. And you have to play Kerbal Space Program. Yeah, if you played Kerbal Space Program, you will roughly know what you're doing and what you have to kind of how you have to set up your warp maneuver, just to know what direction you have to point yourself at and what direction you need to burn in order to increase your orbit or decrease it or adjust it the way you want to. So if you played Kerbal Space Program, then you might know what you're doing. If you've never played or even heard of it, then don't really try to change the orbit of your station with the engines. I've tried it once. It worked kind of. It didn't work a lot. I've wasted a lot of fuel but it was an experiment. So what don't you do for them in the name of science? Well, you have to experiment and find out what can you do in the game. So, oh yeah, and I'm greedy. Oh, okay. I'm happy and I'm lucky and I can't be any more happy. 2 singularity cell detonators. Oh yeah, that's a blessing. That's a blessing. You get a spare singularity cell detonator. That is super good. I like that. I've got a jetpack here. I'm not sure if I'll need that. I'll see if I'll have any empty space. I might grab it. A rifle. That's something that you want, especially in these zones. In these military zones, you will of course find military equipment. Well, I can already see this has oh my god, I can't even talk, really. This derelict has respawned items. So there was and nobody here since the last respawn, and I don't have any room. That's a shame. That's a shame on me. So I can see now there are items here. Oh, a hacking tool. That's terrible. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's terrible. I need to go back inside and take a look somewhere else. I'm gonna have to go inside and back outside because there is too many things that I literally need. Well, not too many things. These are things that I don't really need, but I need to take a look for some more warp cells. Take a look to find some more warp cells. Wait a little second. What? Oh yeah, 4 derelict, 4 items. Yeah, 2 derelicts. 2. I thought there was somebody here. I was afraid. I was scared for a little second that somebody came here, but nope. So I will take a look maybe at 1 or 2 other places in this. I mean, the other derelict and some of the other modules if I'll have some free space. Well, actually, I'll see what I'll find in the other derelict, and if I'm not gonna be full on from that other derelict, I might take a look at the 2 modules, what is in them, what can I find there. Okay, I'm gonna get those out. Those are very important things to me now. A 0 warp cells. Why do I carry a warp cell? What am I doing? Oh my god. Okay. Somebody please just kill me. Why am I being stupid? I'm carrying unnecessary things. But the more necessary thing, or the most necessary thing in here is this. Oh, warp 2. No more of 10 minutes waiting time for the warp jump. Only 5 minutes waiting time. I'm okay, that was interesting. Okay, let's get rid of the ammo. Throw the ammo in here. Come on. Yeah, me trying to concentrate so hard to do all this stuff. That's when I started to get silent. Well, we'll see. Oh, we have 2 viewers now. That is very good. I just looked at just looked at the counter now. Welcome, new person that just arrived here. Or I don't know how long you're here, but welcome. Big welcome. If you're interested and you don't know, I'm playing Hellion here. A space survival game that doesn't... that punishes you for every mistake that you make. And if you don't know how to manage everything, then you're gonna have a hard time playing this game. But eventually, if you learn how to manage everything, then yes, you'll be more than fine. Hold on, did I get rid of everything? Oh, the gun! Here's the gun! Yeah, let's grab that. Okay. Really? Okay, dump that here. I hope I won't get... won't lost... Oh. Oh, no way! What is this meant to mean? Oh, come on! Another glitch! Come on, really? Oh, okay. That works. Good enough. Good enough. I hope the things won't glitch. I don't want to spend a lot of time while I'm streaming, like sorting out everything and doing that. I might just do that afterwards, like after stream. I want to go also to the Everest station. Well, I call it always Everest station. It's a... I don't even know what's it called now. They've renamed it, but it used to have a name of Everest station, so I always call it that way. It's a station around Everest, so for those who don't get it, then well, it's just a simple logic. A station orbiting around the Everest, that's Everest station. Even though it's called something else, it's fairly logical. Okay, I'm gonna grab this jetpack because it can be useful, and I've literally lost myself here. Let's grab that. The shattered plating. Okay, what did I leave here? I don't remember. I've left here something. Really? I don't remember what I've left here. Oh, the hacking tool. Exactly what I'm looking for. And I think I didn't leave anything else here, didn't I? A light would be helpful, wouldn't it? Oh, an ammo. Ammunition. That's what you need. Ammunition, especially in this game. Sometimes for turrets, sometimes for other players. If other players try to kill you, then you need to have the way to defend yourself. If you can't defend yourself, well, that's why you go to military zones. Maybe I should, yeah, now I just realized, maybe I should have explained it a little bit earlier. Military zones, I've already mentioned that a number of times. I mean by that, military zones are moons or planets. Like around Bethir, they're usually just the moons. So around Bethir you find the closest stations are more or less of those civilian supply zones, and not a lot of weapons. Well, you find some of the weapons around Bethir directly. On the civilian supply station you don't really find any guns, or very little guns there. Then you have a military zone, which is around Burner. That's where I'm now. And you can find weapons, of course, better warp cells. So here I found inside of this module a warp cell, which is 21%. Okay. Well, sometimes you find a better warp cells around here. Not always. A little bit better warp cells, guns, ammunition, and stuff like that. And then there's the industrial zone, which is around Everest. You can find industrial parts there, so more resources, mining drills, suits, and all those kind of stuff. Sometimes, yeah, of course, there are some resources that you can find practically everywhere. So stem packs, like those med kits, or scrap materials like I'm gathering now. You can find them around derelicts everywhere pretty much. What else can you find everywhere? The small resource canisters to refill your oxygen, which I'm not paying attention to, but I'm still pretty good. I'm sure pretty okay. And jetpacks and some of these things you can find nearly everywhere or on the most places, but at some places you can only find very particular parts. And the more away, if you leave the planet and you go to another planet, you will find better tier parts. So now you can find here only parts like servo motors and resource injectors of tier 1, except for the Everest station. You can find tier 2 parts there, but that's the only exception. And the better tier parts you will find definitely around other planets. So the two planets that one planet that I'm very sure about is that Yo or Low, or I don't know what that is, the furthest planet away. That is a military zone, that's for definite. You can find the most military stuff all around the place there, or around that planet. Then what is that? Ascatar, I'm not sure what is that. I think that was supposed to be some kind of a residential zone. Oh my god, how is that called? Oh, there's a warp cell here. Not residential, the civilian zone. So you can find more of those stuff for civilian stuff, possibly suits and med packs and similar stuff to that, like reasonable to be for civilians. Then what were the other planets? I really can't remember the names of these planets. I know the positions of them. What's this warp cell? 21% again. I am not lucky to get good warp cells. And I still have some time and space in the suit. How far away is the last item? CTM, I've been in that. CIM, 200 that's far away. Nope, I'm not going to that. I'm not wasting time. Let's head over to the Everest station, because I'm gonna take a little time to sort all those stuff up, and I wanna grab I'm gonna ditch the CQM, and I'm gonna grab how do you call it? The fabricator module, or as some players like to call it, the Fabi. And I'm in a debris field, because who doesn't like to be in a debris field and get killed by garbage, some junk that everybody just throws around, because everybody is so irresponsible and just littering the space with garbage and different junk. Oh god. Okay, just so that I don't waste the time, I've already been... Is it 1 hour? It should be 1 hour. That timer is really weird. For some reason it says it's 1 hour from the 1 hour and 13 minutes from I started the stream, which I'm pretty sure is not right, because I did not start that soon the stream. Or I might be mistaken, but I'm 90% sure that's wrong for some reason. So I assume it's more than 1 hour, hour and a half, I would assume, that I'm streaming. So I want to just get through that Everest station, get quickly for some stuff in there, and just possibly find the fabricator module, dock that, and maybe end the stream so that it's not totally boring. I do want to get these things sorted, because now I've got pockets again relatively full, and whenever I'll get to the other station, why is my view so... My view is bad. My view is terribly bad. Did I find any med packs? I did not find any stem packs. Okay, let's grab one here. Let's grab one and use it because my vision is not very colored. This is a way you can, this is the only way you can actually see what your health is. There's no other way for you to see what the health on your suit is other than the color. The color, the more damaged you are, the more black and white vision you'll get, and that is the only indicator of how bad or good health your health is. So you can't really time your health that you will be just going like, now okay, I've got like a very little fraction of my health, I might die anytime soon, I should just use my stem pack now. You can't really do that because you don't know exactly when you'll die. I'll be just dumping all this stuff here, and I waste the time, maybe it be today, maybe tomorrow, with sorting all this stuff out off stream so that I'll be ready to jump around and get to another planet. Maybe I will get to another planet before I'll start the stream. I don't know. It depends what the time is gonna be, how much time I'm gonna have. Well, I'm definitely not gonna bother you here with watching the entire jump time, because to another planet, even with the SSD 3, tier 3, it takes roughly 20 minutes, depending on where the planets are. Actually, let's take a little brief estimate of how long it could take. I'm gonna be getting to Eridil. Eridil is more or less, I assume it's a kind of a mixture between civilian and how do you call it? Oh my god, not mining, the industrial zone. So you can find things that you can find in civilian and industrial zones. So that's kind of a good place to go for, and I haven't been there in this version. In this version I've been only in this, is that Ya or La? I don't know. Somebody tell me please, is that Ya or La? I never know. IA or LA? It would be weird. LA. It's LA. Okay, it's LA. I've decided it's LA because I like it. It's gonna be LA. Okay. But that is a military zone that I'm not gonna go around now, and I didn't manage to grab a lot of warp cells, but screw that. I might do that tomorrow or later on. So, as I promised, finally I'm going to the Everest station. I hope I'm going to it. It's not very good. There's that dragonfly. Perfect. Warp 2. And I can warp 2. That's perfect. FTL ready, and I can make a warp time much shorter. So I'm just gonna go and grab the most important parts around here, around in the station, just so that this is not super long. And of course, super ring. What happened there? I don't know. It did not want to initialize for some reason. I don't know why. Well, oh, I think I know why. Not enough warp fuel. That shit happens. Well, I actually do want to grab a speed too low. Why is the speed too low? Are you kidding me? Okay, put that down. Put that down. Okay, the reason why I really want the fabricator module, not mainly just to go with doing the fabricating parts. That's something I've been messing around already a little bit. I might do that. I will actually do that, of course. But the main reason is I'll need warp cells, and I will need full warp cells in order to warp with multiple modules around. Oh my god, what's going on? I can't align myself when it's just jumping all around the place like this. Come on. I want to make some warp cells so that I can go to other planets. Well, it's literally impossible to warp even on warp 3 with warp cells that are maximum of like 26%. There's no way you'll be able to do that. So you do need to find yourself a fabricator module and fabricate yourself some warp cells, or you can cheat and go with the respawning your ship thing. That always gives you a 1 full warp cell, and you can also get a lot of resources, which I will try to avoid as much as I can. Maybe I will just use that cheating method. It's a kind of boring method where you just empty out your ship, you grab everything from your ship you can, you undock it from your station, set up the auto destruction, it just blows up and you call another ship. And that another ship will arrive in 10 minutes. Then you just get into that ship and you can grab all the newly respawned resources, because all those resources are always just gonna be, your respawn ship will always come with certain resources. So if I'm not entirely sure, I have to check here into the life support module. Your ship crashed. Where did I crash into? What didn't I see? There must have been something. Okay. There was definitely something in there in my way and I crashed. I'll take a look at the video what I've missed. But I've missed something definitely. And I've crashed into something. And that is perfect. This is the way that this game actually punishes you for not paying attention on some things, and you can just die only because of a very, very bad thing. Well, okay then. I might just keep this stream a little bit shorter for today. I am gonna continue off. I'm gonna continue, well, I can't continue off because I've crashed with my respawn module, and as I've said in my last episode, yes, you cannot respawn anymore if you crash with your respawn module. That is annoying. So I'm gonna have to do a fresh start, go again from a start like I did, and I'm not sure if I should do that. I'll possibly do that off screen and try to catch up with everything. I'll do some cheating to catch it up more quickly. So unfortunately that is gonna be the end of the stream. Didn't expect it to end it this soon, but well, you never know what's gonna happen. So that's gonna be it from me for today. Thanks a lot for that one person that stuck around with me. Very huge thanks. If anyone else watches this, I hope that you enjoyed it, and I am gonna stream tomorrow again at around this time. I'm not sure when exactly. So have a good one. Bye bye.